Good morning, dear students. So, today we are going to discuss about the very important chapter that we know that is nothing but a human health and diseases. First, I am going to give you the information about this chapter, and in the examination point of view, this chapter is very important. It is not only for the examination, it's also one of the life related chapter. In this chapter, you think about here only. What is this? About this one species that we know that human. About human, the health and diseases. How we are going to maintaining these two in the balancing way. As a health, we must be maintaining our health conditions. We must be think about the diseases also. So you already know that there is so many types of diseases is there. After we have discussed in detail about the one by one diseases in complete aspects, then come in this chapter you are discussing about the first, what is the meaning of health, how much important of health, and next you know the concept about the disease. So this chapter gives the clear idea about there are two types of the diseases that we know, that infectious and non-infectious diseases. The first starting introductions we are discussing. Then come here the infectious diseases, how these are infected to us. They are not coming directly to infect us. They are almost all related to the some vectors. Those vectors eradication will be started from us only. We are going to eradicate all the vectors. Then those vectors are transmitted the diseases to the one person to the another persons. Then students, you must get the clear idea about the vectors. What is that vector? So vector nothing but it is type of the transporting, it is having your transporting mechanism. What is that mechanism? There is the one host is there is the another host is there. Transmitted the diseases which is present in this host, it will be coming to this host. So that's we call it as an infection. There is the one way is there, route is there, path is there. Then how it will be transmitted? It will be transmitted through the vectors. Then you get the clear idea about vector is best example. We know that mosquito. Mosquito is there, housefly is there. These are very dangerous ones. We are going to think what mosquito is going to do, what housefly is going to do. Then you must be remember how much dangerous infectious diseases will be eradicated from these common vectors. So that's why dear students, we are discussing about here the main important about the infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. In the infectious diseases, these diseases are spread through as a bacterial concept. Bacteria is also nothing but vectors. These are commonly called as a pathogens. What is that pathogens? Pathogens are nothing but these are the such a type of the vectors which causes the diseases. Those species, those agents, those vectors which causes the diseases from one person to the another person, that's we know that pathogen. Commonly called it is a causative agent. The bacteria also causative agent. There is so many bacteria are there. These are the microorganisms. These organisms which are eradicated the diseases. The first type is that bacterial diseases. Next one is that viral diseases. Bacterial diseases, viral diseases, protozoans diseases. You know that protozoans. Okay, we are going to give the examples in detail and aspect. Okay, after that helminthic diseases. Helminthic diseases nothing but so last year in the first PUC you are discussed about the coded and non-coded concept. Are you remember? Coded and non-coded concept. In that you are discussed in non-coded Platyhelminthes and Aschelminthes phylums. Are you get the point? Platyhelminthes and Aschelminthes. Platyhelminthes nothing but a flat worms. Aschelminthes nothing but round worms. These flat worms and round worms are present inside the host of in the presence in the small intestine or rectum part or any other body part which is secured to that pathogen. There only they are going to cause the infection to us. Then we are suffering from the so many diseases like that. Helminthic diseases are also responsible for infectious diseases, and almost all we are going to discuss about the protozoans. In that protozoans, the main example you know that life cycle of mosquito we are going to discuss in this chapter. And remember that is very very important for long time question. What is that? Life cycle of malaria. And another one life cycle is there, that is called as a life cycle of HIV. So like this you are going to discuss about the infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases which are not caused by the pathogens. These are called as a non-infectious. After that in this chapter you are discussed about the immunity concept. Already you get the point about the immunity. So nowadays we are know about which type of the disease will be spread, and it become very fatal and horrible to all peoples. So like that we must be get the immunity. If we are having a immunity power, resistance power or strength, then almost all which is the common pathogen is not ready to enter into our body, because already our body created the own immunity power, resistance power. You also have the idea about how we are going to get the immunity. So about the immunity we are going to discuss in this chapter, and there are two types of the immunities are there. One is that innate immunity and second one is that acquired immunity. About that detailed concept we are discussing in this one, and also we are discussing about the what is the meaning of autoimmunity aspects, that also. And next we are discuss in this chapter the structure of antibody molecule. It is such a type of molecule which gives the increases the immunity power of the body. That's you know that antigens and antibodies. In that antibody play a very important role in the increases the immunity. About that we are going to discuss it, and after that we are discussing about the main diseases. Their detailed concept about the HIV, about the cancer, and finally we are discussing about the drugs concept. How the present era, present conditions, the younger youth guys, youth people, how they are involved in drugs, how they are spoiled their life. About that we are discussing in this chapter. Drugs and its awareness, everything concept, how these drugs will be manufactured, how many types of the drugs are there. About detailed concepts we are discussing in this chapter. So this is, I told you about the what are the contents which are present in this chapter. That's we know that human health and diseases. This chapter almost all in this human health and diseases, microbes in human welfare and strategies for enhancement in food production. These are the three chapters in this unit, health and disease. Altogether you are going to get nearly about 16 to 18 marks for theory. And dear students, you must be remember, this chapter is very very important in NEET and CET level. That's also you can remember. Why I told it's NEET important chapter? Here you are discussed about the infectious and non-infectious diseases now. So those are almost on ask in the CET and NEET level also. So which pathogen is going to cause us the which type of the diseases? Like that type of is there, and about the innate and acquired immunity they are going to discuss. About the life cycle they are going to give already in the NEET aspects. Last year in the NEET they are asking here about 5 questions from these chapters. Must be remember 5 questions. That's very important for you. So about the drugs they are going to ask so many questions. So that's why you must be remember this chapter will be a very important chapter for you in both the section. What is that first one? In PU examinations and also in the NEET level concept. Then come students, we discuss about the first, what is the meaning of health. See here they are going to give, what is that health? Health is nothing but it is a state of complete, there is the one word is there, physical, mental and social well-being. See, definition showing it's very simple, but there is the so many logic concept is there. What is that? It is a state of, this is the body complete state. I am a state body. State body means I am not standing straight, not like that. I am completely become a dominant area. That's nothing but a state. And state of how it is? Complete physical. You must be have the physique. If you have the physique means everything is becoming dominant in your body. Don't think by external beauty and internal beauty is completely different. So I am externally by making a gym concept, that concept, I am becoming almost not fit. Don't think you are a fit. You must be fit with the mentally. That's we are know about the willpower, brain power. Psychologically if you fit, then only you are going to think, okay, I am having a one complete state body, complete dominant body. And another one they are going to do the social well-being. So you must remember, we are not staying in a home. We must be go from one place to the another place to the outside. Outside meaning our polluted concept. What is that our polluted concept? Our air pollution, or water pollution, or noise pollutions, or the peoples. All peoples are not having a complete state body. You must remember that should be a different criteria are going on from people to people. Some people are suffering from some type of the diseases. If we move outside by socially, then we are going to get the infections. If once infections we are going to get means, you only know what's going on in today's generations. So that's why we must be protected ourselves. If we protected ourselves, not only a complete health, you must be protected as a mentally, as a socially. In this two way, you are fit means then your physique is also becoming good. That's why they are going to give one small statement. What is health? Health is nothing but it is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being. Must be remembered. It's a 1 mark question in the PU theory examinations. Then come, how this health is, if you maintaining health in these 3 conditions, then what is the result of health? Then it will be increases the longevity of people. See the word, what is that? Longevity, meaning is that our age factor. Yeah, if you fit physically, if you fit mentally, if you fit socially, then automatically our age factor also increases. Then you only told me, what is the average age of human today's aspects. Already by the scientific truth is going on, there is the almost all 3 years is going to decreases. What we are saying, what is the lifespan of human being? Then we are going to say, sir, it's 100 years. Then by scientific research or everything they are done in last 2 years back, then they are going to show one almost all criteria. What is that criteria means? That is nothing but the human lifespan is decreases the 3 years. So I am not saying the human death concept. You must remember what is the meaning of lifespan. Lifespan is nothing but it is the process in which, so almost all when the birth will be takes place to the natural death. Birth to natural death, not a accidental death. Accidental death, it is not conveyed as a lifespan. So that's why lifespan is nothing but from birth to the natural death. You must remember this point. Like that, the average lifespan of human beings in today's aspects 97. But we are going to get the diseases. We are not maintaining our good health in these 3 aspects. Then it goes to the ugly also. So that's it. You must remember this health increases the longevity of the people, and next decreases the infant and maternal mortality rate. Here, infant meaning is that child. What is this? Infant meaning is that child. And maternal meaning mother. When it is it will be main important when the birth will be happens. The birth happens, you must remember, at the time of pregnancy period. In the pregnancy period, if your mother will be maintaining in health in a good condition as a physical, mental and socially, then automatically it decreases the infant and maternal mortality. Mortality meaning is that death rate. There is the 2 words are there, natality and mortality. Natality meaning birth, okay, and mortality meaning death. What I am saying here, decreases. Which one? Child and mother death rate. If you maintain health in a good concept, this is the one result we are going to get from the health in a good way. And next, how we achieved the health in a good condition. They are going to give. If you are achieved the health in a good condition, you must go by the balanced diet. What is this word? Balanced diet. What is this balanced diet? Diet, it is in the sense of food. Then you must think about here. We are having so many conditions in which we are getting which type of the food in today's in marketed areas. Already you know that students, we are completely chemical related foods we are going to get. We are going to say the hybrid varieties. How these hybrid varieties we are going to took. These hybrid varieties are crossed by the 2 concepts. You must remember as a tissue culture concepts and cross hybridization concept, stem culture concept. If you cross 2 species, then you are going to get the one species. That such species we call it is a hybrid. But hybrid variety, it is not a hygienic variety. Must be remembered. Hybrid variety is not a hygienic variety. It artificial developed variety. Naturally developed. The artificial developed variety, it is not gives us a complete condition of food. Complete condition of food meaning is that it's having must have the vitamins, it must have the minerals. It such has the almost all protein contents, carbohydrates contents, lipid also we are required to the body. That is in the sense of fats. That will be a little. Everything if you going to take in a normal range, not sir I want more protein because I want to increase this growth, that one, this one, then don't take the more protein also. Then you don't take the more carbohydrate related foods also. If you going to take that only more means, then you must remember that's also not a, it's becoming imbalancing. If it is imbalancing, then also it causes the health factors. That's why we must be maintaining our balancing diet in a food. In a food, how you maintain a balancing diet? You must be maintaining with the, it must having the protein concept, it must have the carbohydrate concept, it must have the lipids concept, it must have the minerals concepts. Like this, all contents will be there, then it is called as a balancing diet. This balancing diet must be a very important to the health. And next, personal hygiene condition. Hygiene meaning is that healthy. What is that? Healthy. You must be maintaining your personal hygiene. Not only for the maintaining balancing diet. You must be go for the personal hygienic conditions. If personal hygienic, personal health conditions, if you maintaining your health in a healthy way, then it is good for you for the balancing your health in a physical, mental and socially. That is nothing but a personal. If you making your personal good, then socially your parents or children or social people also becoming good. How you going to get that one? Due to the balancing diet. Must be maintained balanced diet in a food. All type of the green vegetables, all type of the cereals, all type of the curd concept is also very important. Must be maintained in a food. And next, regular exercise. That is very important. What is that? Regular exercise. If you maintaining your body in such a conditions, you must be go for the exercise conditions. Gym is not only one almost a way to maintaining our body conditions. You must go as a walking, running. Normal walking, normal running is good for the health conditions. Sir, I want to decrease my stomach. Immediately I want to run daily 10 kilometers. It is not a way. It gives result affected to the any other part of your body. That's why dear students must be remember how to do exercise. In that you must remember today's almost there are so many ways are there to how to train up. They are going to train up in us how to do as a best example is that yoga. Do as a smooth and normal exercise like a yoga. These are also affected to the mental peace. That's really required. If you mentally fit, then no problem for you. Your everything is going to automatically it becomes fit. This is the very important. That's why if you maintaining as a regular exercise, then these are the very important to maintaining good health condition as a normal walking, normal running. These are achieved by the how you going to have the awareness. You must be have the awareness about the first diseases. We must be know. So which type of diseases will going to affect it to us. There are so many airborne diseases are there. In air only, by sneezing, by coughing, those microorganisms, those pathogens which are enter into our air. When we are inhaling that gas, automatically that pathogen will be enter into our body. Then it causes the diseases. If that sneeze, automatically we are also going to get the sneeze. Sneezing will be stopped. How that common symptoms are there? Common symptoms is very simple. When any other person will be sneeze, immediately if we are going to inhaling, then starting there is the itching will be started. And nasal congestion. We are having some difficulties in breathing. This is called as a nasal breath. This nasal congestion having some difficulties. Watery eyes. Eyes are becoming watery. And immediately there is running nose. Running nose means that sputum which is present inside the nose that is coming to the outside. That is called as a running nose. These are the common symptoms when we are going to inhaling that type of the pathogen. That pathogens which is coming from the sneezing from any infected person. Like that airborne diseases are there. Water related diseases are there. So that's why I am going to show you here. You are going to drink the clean drinking water. That's very important one is that is the almost all hot water. A moderate hot water they are going to do. Not completely hot water also. If you are going to drink daily hot water as a moderate mild hot water, then it is good for your health conditions. And next, second one is that vaccination. Yeah, this is very important. When the birth of the baby takes place, immediately it will going to start it with the vaccination. Because you know that this vaccination will be coming from almost all the old era only. The Charaka, Susuta, they are going to find out the medicines along with the vaccinations. That time they are given vaccinations, started vaccinations, and you must remember the best example one is that insulin. Insulin is going to Alexander Fleming. First time he is discovered this one, that is Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum is discovered by the who is that Alexander Fleming in the Second World War, American Second World War. So that time the American soldiers are wounded. Due to that reason, he will be started the vaccination through the penicillium to cure them. Like this type of the vaccination will be started in that eras. Along with the insulin concepts are coming. Along with the so many vaccinations after we are going to get after the birth of the babies, polio vaccination they are going to give. That's the very important one is that DPT is there. We are going to discuss that detailed aspects. That's the diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis. So these are the so many vaccinations. If you are going to take starting only, then it is good for our health to maintain a physically fit. So that's it. Vaccination is very very important. Next one is that control of vectors. Dear students, this is very very important for us. Which one is groundwork we are going to do to eradicate these vectors, to spreading, to stop the spread of these vectors, these pathogens. Just think about if rainy season will be started means in our house or surrounding house, everywhere what will going to standing? The water will going to stand. Means we are going to call it the dumping of water bodies. If water body is starting to dumping everywhere, then you must be remember there these type of the pathogens, like best example you can take as a house flies or you can take as a mosquitoes. They are going to started to lay the eggs on the water bodies. Then the small after that larval stages will going to start to born on that dumping water. There is the one mosquito to form thousands together mosquito within 8 days. So after you only think they are enter into our neighbor homes. They are started to biting to us. Then you know that which type of the disease we are going to get from this type of the vectors. So that's it. We must be controlling these vectors. These vectors, if you are going to control, you don't do any more hard work. Only for think about there is no water, will be going to dump on that your neighbor places. Must be equal that ones. That water must goes to the almost all to the river or any other aspects. Like that you can make ideas. If you maintaining it that way, everything is going to do in a good condition. And you must be have the use the repellents to your skins. That is, we know that repellents, ointments are there. You must be apply, and you must be almost mosquito coils or net to the windows or clean drinking water. Why I am going to say as a clean drinking? Almost all the clean drinking water and clean eating food is very very important. If in your kitchen room you are open your food areas or containers, these house flies almost everywhere is there. These are very very problematic species, house fly, because we are going to get the choleras. These vibrio species like that choleras, these are going to eradicated by this vector only, that is called as a house flies. So that's why if they are going to sit on that any material of your food, so that become it going to take the fecal matter of outside, then we are going to almost eat or drink that type of the water, then automatically that will enter into our body and it going to start the infection. So that's why students, you must be maintaining control of your vectors. So these are the very very important concept about the how to maintaining our health. And after these aspects, we are going to discuss about the diseases. Now I am going to give the introduction concept about the health. What is health? What is the main result of the health? And how we are going to be maintaining our health in a good conditions. So after about that, I am going to tell you in detailed aspects. In next class, we are discussing about the another aspect. What is this? Diseases. What is disease? What is infectious diseases? So what is the meaning of pathogens? So what are the type of pathogens we are discussing in this chapter? About detail we are going to discuss in later aspects. Okay dear students, today we are going to stop here only. Next class we are going to take in one. Okay.